happy holidays. We're coming to you today to make some salt dough ornaments.
Cookies.
They're like cookies, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we don't eat these ones. We're not eating these ones. We're going to decorate these ones and we're going to hang them on our tree and we're going to give them as gifts to people that we love.
Yeah.
Is that a good idea? Do you want to show some of the cookie cutters that we've got that we're going to use today?
Just going to offer the bear.
Okay.
Right.
You go first, honey.
No, you go
Up
first.
there, and we've got, it's kind of a moose reindeer guy, and a snowflake,
And the star.
and a tree. You can use whatever ones you've got at home, okay? So we've also got our parchment paper on our pan all ready to go. That's for round 2. First, what we're gonna do is we've got simple ingredients. So I'm using 4 cups of white flour. The only time of year you will ever catch me buying white bleached flour. Yes, honey.
Can I do that?
Yeah, we're going to do it together, okay? White bleached flour, but it's good for this. You want your ornaments to come out white. It's kind of nice if they do. And they always get a bit of a golden glow on them anyway from baking, but that's okay because we're going to paint them, okay? And so you can use white flour and white salt, okay? So I've put in already into this bowl 4 cups of white flour, and I put in 1 cup of salt. And I just stir that up in there. You want to stir that?
Thank you.
Use your spoon. I take off my rings because we're about to get messy here.
I just need. Ooh, this is hot.
It's hot, so be careful, honey, okay?
I will.
Okay, got it? We slowly pour in. This is hot, so be careful, okay? Okay. And I'm just going to give it a quick stir. Let me just do a quick one. You can see that it consistency starts to get a bit mucky. Now, it calls for 1.5 cups of warm water, but you want it to get nice so that it's not too sticky, but it's nice and doughy for rolling out, because we're going to roll it out with our rolling pin in a minute. And you don't want it to be too sticky, but you also don't want it to be too crumbly. So it's kind of an eyeball thing. What I recommend to get it right is just add in little by little. If you need to add in another tablespoon or so at the end, you can totally do that, but just add it in slowly at a time. So we are going to shift into the kitchen now once we get this nice consistency, and I'll show it to you when we get it there. And we will roll it out and make our
Cookie.
well, are they cookies?
I told them cookies.
It's like making cookies, isn't it? We will be making cookies too this year, but we're going to put these ones on the tree, okay? We'll see you in the kitchen. So here we are in the kitchen with our salt dough, ornament dough. You can see I'm just giving it a really good knead and squishing it around. It actually came out a little bit hard, so I added a bit of water, and then when I added a bit of water, I added a bit too much, so I just sprinkled a bit more flour on. So you can push and pull that way as much as you need to, just to get this nice, it's like a Play-Doh kind of consistency is what you want. And so what we're going to do, we've got our oven preheating at about 160. And I'm just going to sprinkle some flour onto our counter just so that it doesn't stick, okay? And you're going to roll it. Do you want to roll it out? What I've learned from previous years is to roll it out nice and thin because it will rise a bit. And as it rises, sometimes it loses its shape in the rising. So I'm going to actually make these nice and thin. So we pick the sharp edge. We place them there. Do you want to press it down?
I do.
Okay, you do some pressing. How about let's do a snowflake?
And the candy cane.
Okay. And we gotta pick, whoops, the sharp edge. Okay, yep. Push it right down. Good job. Now, what I do is I slowly peel this all away, okay? I use a straw to make the little hole. Don't forget to make your holes because you'll bake them all and realize they can't hang on the tree. And I've learned again from previous years, I don't try to do it in a weak area. I just go ahead and I do it right in the middle. It actually makes them hang really evenly on the tree too when you just go ahead and do it in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in the middle too. So we're gonna bake these, okay? We're gonna put them on our waxed paper. So the key is to keeping them nice and thin. And we'll just see how that goes with that thickness. Now, like I said, they will come out a little bit browned because of the nature of just cooking them. But if you're gonna paint them, doesn't matter. And we always put glitter and other things on them too. There's our little bear, okay? So just keep doing that until you've got a nice tray full, and we'll come back to you in a little bit for some decorating. Decorating is the fun part. So now that we have baked and we've beautifully decorated all of our salt dough ornaments, with my daughter, you can see she's quite a creative little thing. Beautiful little personalized gifts now that we are going to put our essential oils onto them. You can pick so many, so I've given you some ideas earlier on different oils that you could use for Christmas time, but I really love using some of the ones made by doTERRA for the ornaments. And Holiday Joy was always a favorite, but this year they've come out with this holiday piece, and it's got beautiful woodsy smells, and I can't wait to hang these in our tree to give us a bit of that feeling for me of back home feeling in Canada. So this is what we do. We paint it on one side, and I've left one side untreated. You could put the oils on before you do your painting and decorating too. That's another option if you wanted to paint the whole thing. So what I'm gonna do literally now is I've turned it over. Let me open up my bottle. Oh, I love this one, you guys. It just smells like a Christmas tree. Oh, it's very calming. Okay, so then you literally can just put that on and let it sink in. And I like to put quite a bit. I sort of coat it a little bit like that. You can see it's a bit glistening there. And I'm just gonna leave that now to sit and let that sink into the ornament. And anytime during Christmas that you wanna top these up, you can always grab an ornament and put a little bit more oil on if you notice that it's not strong enough for you. But I find just doing that is perfect. And these are gonna make a lovely little gift. I'm gonna add this to our little Christmas pack that we're giving to teachers and grandparents this year on our wish list. So that's it for our ornaments. They're done. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.